as for the reproduction number in the NCR, it has decreased, but it has sort of, well, stalled near the around the region from 1.4 to 1.45. And this is not what we were hoping to see, a stalling of the reproduction number. And if we look at the growth rate, this was actually from the Go Negosyo town hall meeting last August 23, where we presented this. We were hopeful that we would be close to a negative growth rate in the NCR, because if we look at the present surge, the growth rate here was already comparable to the growth rate back in April before we started on a downward trend. But fast forward 2 to 3 weeks later now, we see that the growth rate has in fact stalled. And if we can even draw a line there, shows that the growth rate has been more or less constant at about 15% over the past few weeks. So what is this telling us? Well, it's telling us that the interventions right now, well, it's not yet leading to a downward trend. So we're not seeing a peak of cases. And we understand that there will be a new strategy. I think it's time to try a new strategy that will be more calibrated towards bringing down the cases. Again, we're not, the growth rate is not that high. It's 15%. I mean, it may seem high, but yeah, we're adding a significant number of new cases every week, but we're not far from containing it. So we just need that extra push. So again, we need to work together. We can adapt some of the strategies, a bubble to, open up the economy, the vacuna bubble, allowing vaccinated people. We're in the process of looking at data for vaccinated people and looking at breakthrough infections. Father Nicanor and I will be doing that as we get more and more data. So here are just some projections that we're seeing right now. If in the event that we're not able to reduce the reproduction number, we see the green curve will bring us closer to 10,000 cases per day in the National Capital Region by the end of September. But even with a more effective strategy now, that will reduce the reproduction number. Hopefully we can see the peak before the end of September, and cases will start to decrease by the end of September towards October. And of course, this is what we want to see. And we hope that we'll follow the path of Cebu City to recovery. I know that they're still in the midst of the pandemic, as the mayor mentioned, but the downward trend is very important. So again, well, this is the projection of active cases in the NCR.